It must have been a long time ago that this happened, because there haven't been dragons in Suffolk for many, many years. But there was a village called Pelham that was plagued by a dragon. But the dragon burned down some cottages of some poor folk, did some damage to the church, killed some pigs that were ready for slaughter, burned down 2 oak trees which had stood since the time of King Alfred. This could not continue. The dragon must be killed. The lord of the manor, perhaps he was persuaded, or perhaps he simply found courage that he'd never known before that he had. But what he did have was a fine ash spear. Perhaps it was like the spear that All-Father Odin had. But certainly it was long and made of good ash wood. So when the Lord went to the churchyard where the dragon had made a lair for itself, the dragon opened its mouth, gave forth a long stream of smoke and fire, and the Lord threw his spear as best as he could, and probably more by luck than by skill. The spear went straight into the dragon's mouth, and so the dragon was killed and lay there, its great body, in the churchyard. And from out of nowhere, apparently, a tall man appeared, tall and dressed all in black. The Lord looked at him and said, "And where have you come from?" And the man said, "Well, most recently from Cambridge, but right now I am part of your hereafter." The Lord had read the book of Revelation and knew about the great dragon, and he knew who this man was. And the man dressed all in black said, "You have killed my servant. I will see you in the next life." And the Lord said, "I will be buried inside the church where you cannot reach me." And the devil, for of course it was he, said, "In the church, out of the church, it's all the same to me. I will have you." And with that, he stamped his foot and disappeared. But the dragon had gone. The village returned to its peaceful self. And years passed, and the lord of the manor became an old man, but he remembered what the devil had said. Inside the church, outside the church. And there came a day which the lord of the manor knew would be his last. And he asked for his great yew longbow to be brought to him. A great yew bow made from the branches of one of the trees from within the churchyard. And he took one arrow and knocked it on to the great yew longbow. And he asked to be taken to the window, and for the window to be opened. And he said to his servants, "Bury me wherever the arrow lands." So he took aim, and with the last of his strength he fired, and the arrow lodged itself within the church wall. And it was there that the lord of the manor was buried, neither inside the church nor outside the church, but within the wall of the church. And because he was within the church's wall, the devil's long fingers couldn't reach him. And thus, the lord of the manor had killed the dragon by luck, but saved his own soul from the devil by sheer cunning. I rather like that story, and of course the story of being buried wherever wherever the last arrow lands also appears in the very last Robin Hood story. Yes, we like Robin Hood stories. So there you are. It is true. Suffolk. It's a very strange county, and indeed at one time there were dragons. And of course for a long time there was Black Shuck called Padfoot. And I think I will tell that story one day. So do subscribe to my channel. Do visit Robin Hood's Merry Men on Facebook. And if ever you go to Suffolk, do beware of dragons. In the meantime, I do hope to see you all again soon. Take care.